Hi guys, I'm Liv, and right now I'm getting ready for like a a New Year's Day meal with my friends, so I thought I'd just chat whilst I did it because I wanted to talk about like my New Year's goals for the year, reading goals mainly, and some of like my goals in general, and I just thought it'd be nice to have a little chit chat. Yeah, let's just get started. I'm just gonna fix my nails because they're all a bit chipped. I need to fix these mess. Purple shampoo this morning, and purple shampoo, if you ever need to take fake tan off, it completely takes fake tan off. Like, I used it and now like my hands are so patchy, but oh well, I need to do a new fresh tan soon anyway. Done. I love this nail polish. It is from Sephora. Right, let's talk about New Year's goals, and I'm gonna get started on my makeup. I intend to read, and this might be a shock, I have really lowered my book goal for this year, and there is a reason for it, and it's because last year my book goal was 100 books, and that was alright and everything, but the problem was that I got to the end of the year and it felt like I was kind of reading books for the sake of reading books, like I was just trying to fill my goal. And I don't want to feel like that. I just want to read for fun. Like, obviously I do YouTube and I read for that as well, like for goals and challenges. But even those videos, I'm reading books that I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy, things that I really want to read, and I want to carry on doing that. So I've lowered my goal quite a lot, and my plan is if by like the halfway point of the year my goal needs to increase, then of course I will increase it and give myself a bit more of a challenge. But as of right now, my goal is going to be 50 books for the year, and I do think I'm going to manage that anyway. It's just like a smaller goal so I can spend more time reading quality books over quantity. I don't want to like, you know, be trying to read loads of short books that are really crap. But yeah, this year definitely quality over quantity. I also have decided that there are a few specific books I want to read this year. So I would like to get through 5 fiction, and by that I mean like books that just don't contain any romance whatsoever. If they do, it's not the main plot line, but they are just like fiction. So for instance, Taylor Jenkins Reid, because she does a lot of fiction. Also probably books by Kristen Hanna. Yeah, things like that, things that aren't necessarily a specific genre, they're just fiction. I've also put down that I want to read 10 audiobooks, which I really would like to stick to because I get like 15 hours of audiobooks on Spotify, and there is quite a lot of books on Spotify, so I would like to get through 10 books in a year on there, or you know, as close to if possible. Use it in general, because I always tend to find that I've always got hours left at the end of the month, and I just want to actually get use out of the Spotify, because 15 hours, like I could read a book and a half with that with some book. And even if I'm reading a book which is like a physical copy or a Kindle edition, I could always read a little bit on the audiobook as well. I want to actually make use of the hours I've got on Spotify basically. I also want to read some more books by specific authors. I love to read more by Kristen Hanna. So last year I only actually read one book by Kristen Hanna, but yeah, I think she is an amazing author, like truly one of the best authors I've ever read books from. I also would love to read some more thrillers from Alice Feeney. So I only read, again, one of her books last year, and it really took me by surprise. It was His and Hers. I really enjoyed it, and I've already bought Rock Paper Scissors, which is on my Kindle. I got it on like a 99p deal. Another author I'd love to read more books from is Sarah J Maas, of course. I would love to get into the Throne of Glass series, and honestly, if I can get through the first book this year, I will be happy. I just need to bite the bullet and go for it. I think that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of just starting the series because I know it's got so much hype, but I literally virtually know nothing about the book series. Like, I literally know nothing. All I know is that it's set in the same world as ACOTAR. Apart from that, I literally know nothing. So I'm just so nervous because I don't know what to expect. I don't know how good it's gonna be, even though like loads of people do love it. I'm just worried that I'm not gonna see the hype, but I guess that is a risk you take with reading books that are very much well loved. But I've also read books that have also been highly loved, and I really loved them and recommend them still to this day. Like, I read The Book Thief, which was adored by people. I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which people liked, and I also loved it. I've read ACOTAR and I loved that. I don't know why I'm so nervous, but but I am. So I would love to read some more Sarah J Maas books this year. Specifically though, Throne of Glass. I just really would love to say that I've read it. I'm trying to think if there's any other authors. I would definitely say that I would love to read some more from Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think her books are so different to anything I've ever read before, and that is what I look for in an author that I'm wanting to enjoy. I always like want to find something about them that is so different to other authors. So for instance, I love Alice Feeney because she's not afraid to go there with her books. She's not afraid to really push the envelope. I also love Sarah J Maas because her fantasy writing is brilliant. I'm trying to think some of my other like all-time favourite books. I'd love to read some more by Abby Jimenez again. I would like to read some more new releases this year. So I've got loads of books on my shelf that obviously I've bought and everything that have come out a while ago. But I would also love to read some things that are coming out in 2024. So I did do a video on books that I would like to read. Some books that I know that are coming out that I mentioned are things like Don't Forget Me, I think, by Abby Jimenez. I think Lila Sage is coming out with some more cowboy books this year, which I'm really excited for. I'm trying to think. Elsie Silver's Wild Side, I think it's Wild Side book is coming out too. I think there's like 8 books that I've looked at and I've thought, oh, I'm interested, that I would really like to give a go this year. Not just things that people recommend that have already been out, just loads of stuff that's like actually brand new as well. I've got a few plans with YouTube for this year as well. Not loads, but a couple things, and just regular things as well for me. For me are things like I've got like a lot of shopping bans for me. Like I'm not allowed to buy any more makeup unless it's like restocking something I've run out of. I've also put bans on like buying clothing and spending money on stupid things, and before I buy something I need to take a photo of it in the shop or something and really think about it for the next day if I really want it, if it's like in my hometown, and then make my decision. Because I think when you're in the moment you're so tempted to be like, oh, just get it, but I want to really think about my purchases this year. I want to just be more savvy with all that stuff. I also want to stick to my daily goal. So my daily goal I actually don't do anymore, but I want to get back on track with that. So my daily goal was to read 100 pages a day of any book, and it's just to like remind myself always that I love reading. I feel like when I have a break from it for too long, I sometimes get in this mindset of like, well, what's the point in picking up a book, or I'm not really asked about reading. And it's like the minute I pick up the book though, I'm like, oh my god, I love this. So it's like just always reminding myself every day like this is something that I love, and remembering to do it as a hobby as well as just doing it for YouTube. I'm also going to be keeping my uploads very regular. So I did have a little blip this year last year now, because we're in 2025, where I basically just did not have the motivation to film, didn't really know what to do, and all of a sudden was just like, I don't want to read. And I don't think that was like a one-time thing either in 2024. I feel like I did it multiple times, which this year I want to avoid as much as possible. So I've created a filming schedule. I've also created like my upload schedule, which I always do anyway, but I've also done the filming schedule to go alongside it. So I know like each week what videos I am focusing on, what needs filming, what filming prep do I need to do for videos like next month or whatever. I'm trying to get more organised. The more organised the better, because then I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm never going to find myself going, oh my god, I have nothing to upload. Like I have backup plans as well to fall back. I'm taking more precautions this year basically to make sure that I don't miss uploads, because I'd really like to be more regular. YouTube shorts, I've started doing 2 a week, so I hope you haven't been enjoying them. If you didn't realise, go check them out. They're honestly like literally 10-second videos, but go check them out. And I do some like recommendations, like really quick recommendations on there, or even just like tropes. And if you've got any shorts you want to ask for, I will 100% do them, because I love getting ideas from people. I'm actually going to be redoing one of my old challenges, by the way. In 2024 I did a reading challenge that I came up with, and it was reading as many books as it takes for my Kindle to die. Now I did a decent job of this one and I really did love the outcome of the video. Like I read loads. I think I read like 13 books before my Kindle died, which is brilliant, without like charging it either. Like it was 100% and I read it all the way to like 3%. But I feel like this year I want to redo the challenge because A, you guys loved it and I really enjoyed doing it, but B, I want to go to the extreme with it. So I had a lot of advice on that video on how to make my Kindle last even longer. So things with like putting the brightness down and things and airplane mode. There's loads of different tips that people gave me on that video. So I want to use all the tips and do like an ultimate test of how long I can really make my Kindle last. See how many books I can really get through if I do all that. And I'm just really excited. I would love to do more challenges this year and I would love to take on board, as I said, like more of you guys's ideas. So if you have any ideas, I mean any ideas of videos you want me to do, it doesn't have to just be book related either, like literally could be anything. I'm up for challenges. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Those are my 2025 plans for this year, some little plans I've got going on and some things I hope to do. Overall, I just really love to broaden my genres this year, really broaden the books I read, not just read like TikTok hype books, which I didn't do in 2024 anyway. Like towards the end especially, like I just read things that really piqued my interest, but I also read things that like people recommended that weren't necessarily hyped or even spoken about. I mean, I read The Nightingale because I saw Sarah Corelli said it was good and that Kristen Hanna does really good books. Literally read it and it became one of my favourite books of my life. So, and I found an author that I adore. So I want to trust people more with that and like really read books that I haven't heard about, because I even read a book that people banged on about, which is the Caraval series. I read that book series, didn't read the last one because I just can't get through it. It really irks me. I hate the series. So, and that's a book that people highly recommend, and then you've got a book that barely anyone speaks about and it became my favorite ever. So I really want to just experiment more with the books I read and not just read stuff that people are a bit obsessed with because it's hyped. But yeah, I've loads of goals and as you've heard, I've just rambled on about them. Hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Hope you guys are having a great 2025 and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Subscribe, like and do all that stuff. I will see you probably next in like a YouTube short or something. Go check out my shorts, go check out last week's video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!